You know, you listen to Tom Petty one time as a joke on your phone, and then Spotify thinks that you like Tom Petty. And I gotta be real with you guys, I fucking hate Tom Petty. What is this video gonna be today? Literally, I've shot the intro about 10 times, cried in one, got really distracted by a bird in another, may insert that here. We've come full circle. So last night I had this idea. It's been a while. I haven't shot a video in a while and I'm feeling very rusty, but you know what? We're gonna get through it together. Two things happened recently that made me realize that I can't even evaluate beer anymore. So one, my friend sent me 6 Belgian beers in the mail, and they've all been stellar. However, when I try to articulate on paper what makes them so good, because it's not like they're, you know, they're just like beers. They're not really like a chocolate milk stout with graham cracker. They're just like Belgian beers. So basically I'm drinking all these beers and I'm like, these are really, really fucking good. But why? And articulating that's been hard. Two, I have another project that I'm going to launch within the next few months, more about movies. So if you're excited about movies and you don't like beer, get excited because I'm gonna have content for you. I was talking to a friend and they were telling me, you know, before you jump into it, maybe you should develop criteria of like what you're actually looking for as you watch these movies. And then I took a step back and I was like, what do I even look for when I am drinking beer? And how have I been rating these things over time? So basically what we're gonna do today is we're gonna identify some areas in which I could be paying closer attention to beer and maybe getting more out of it when I drink and maybe giving more to you when I review. And how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do some experiments. I'm at Total Wine, Hallmark stores over there. We're gonna go in, we're maybe gonna just see what I can find, get the wheels turning, grab a couple things, you know, whatever. So, I will be back in a bit. We're on to the experiment section, and the first thing we're gonna talk about is carbonation. So, I did a little experiment based on a little observation that I made 2 different ways. So one, I've always thought that my favorite beer, Sierra Nevada, tasted way better out of a can than out of a bottle because the bottle felt less carbonated than the can. At Thanksgiving, Zach and I were each drinking a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale out of a glass. One of them was highly carbonated, one of them wasn't. So I pour them tonight, right? Okay, this is out of the can. This is out of the bottle. I took a close-up, I'm gonna insert it here. Now what the craziest thing is, upon sip, this is the can, and I'm certain I didn't mess this up, okay? Carbonated, just like I thought, even though it's barely got any bubbles floating through it. Bottle, so smooth, tons of bubbles. I mean, clearly it's more carbonated, right? But what I'm saying is, pouring it and looking at it is meaningless because looks can be deceiving. Second of all, I was right, okay? The can tastes more carbonated, the bottle much smoother. On to the next one. I have the perfect beer that I found at Total Wine to help me illustrate my next point, which is that a beer better deliver on what it promises. The beer I have is Nola Brewing Co.'s Berliner Weisse. So, okay, already, New Orleans, they know booze. Secondly, Berliner Weisse, I'm expecting sour, light, maybe lemony naturally. And then I move on, I see these big pictures on the can. Okay, blueberries, lemon, blueberry and lemon sour ale. Okay, great, love it. Anything else? So you can glean a lot of information from the can. I think it's important to read that stuff because I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted by this can because the can itself has like artwork and then there's a plastic label over top of it. So I'm gonna peel that off right now. What the hell? Okay. Alright, so there's the label. Underneath is Green Wave beer Tulane Nola Brewing Co. Green Wave Crystal Weizen, a more filtered version of the more common Hefeweizen. We're just gonna stick that back on. Okay, pretend we didn't see the inside. The point I'm trying to make is that a beer better deliver on what it promises. So with this one, I'm gonna pour it, we're gonna taste it. We're gonna see if it actually tastes like lemon and blueberries. It smells good. Okay, so I would say this is wheatier than a lot of other Berliner Weisse that I have consumed. This is very subtle. I mean, there is a blueberry flavor and there is a lemon flavor, but both are very understated. I would say that more than anything, the smell of the beer smells like you're gonna get this like lemon blueberry dessert, and then you drink it and it's like fruity and citrusy, but I don't know if I was like blindfolded going into this that I would think that this was like a blueberry lemon beer. It's there, but it's not as overt as some. Funny story, I hate everything that I shot and that you have seen so far. And I realized when I watched back the footage and thought about it some more that I really didn't think it through very well, and I don't have any more experiments to do. This sort of leads me to my other point, which is that I've tried to shoot about 10 videos in the past 2 to 3 weeks that I haven't posted on here, and all of them have felt horrible. I've felt like I'm not being myself, like there's nothing funny, and of course now I'm just here being very serious, and that's definitely not funny. I had every intention of posting more frequently on this channel.
2 videos for you next week.
And I still kind of would like to, but a couple things have happened that have derailed me. So let's get into it. Let's like really delve deep. So one, the snowstorm happened. I didn't have water for like 5 days, and I was refilling gallon jugs out of a stream behind my apartment to fill my toilet so that I could take a shit. That kind of threw me off. And then after that, it was like all of the stress that I had felt that week where we were basically stuck inside, and it's like, you know, am I gonna get paid? You know, when is the water gonna come back? Is our power gonna go out? I felt so much relief. And then I was like, it's fine, let's just take another week off. Let's just relax. And so I was relaxing, and it was really nice to just like be going around places and not taking my camera, or just like watching tons of TV or working out. Like, I know it's silly and like, you know, not a lot of people watch these videos. It's just me and you know, but I spend a lot of time doing this stuff, and I basically don't do anything to relax. And I have other projects that I'm working on too. I'm working on a podcast with a friend of mine, which is super intensive in terms of like editing time. Maybe I'm just getting overwhelmed by all of this stuff. I don't have to like ramble on and on, but like just finally giving myself a break was really nice. But then like coming back into it has been really hard, and I don't really know exactly why. So I kind of thought that the best thing to do would just be to come here and just talk with you and just tell you I'm gonna keep posting. Hopefully, I don't want to make any more promises that I can't keep.
2 videos.
But hopefully from this point forward, I'll go back to my normal like 1 to 2 videos a week, and everything will be fine, and I'll stop hating myself so much. But, you know, I mean, that's like a lifelong struggle, but it's just hard when you're not on, and I feel like I haven't really been that on lately. And also just feeling as though, am I doing all of this in vain? That's the gist of it. Sorry I didn't finish this video, but I don't want to, and I'm not going to. And you're just gonna have to accept it. I did buy 2 beers today, so I tried shooting a video today. It was gonna be like a throwback, me traveling around Austin, and I went to all new places I've never been before, took all this footage, and I'm like, this is all so shitty. But I did buy 2 beers that I want to show you. So I got this one, which is a super cool bottle. It is Farm Lunch Barrel Fermented Sour Beer with Raspberries, Tart Cherries, and Vanilla Beans by Fair State Brewing Cooperative out of Minneapolis. So I'm excited to try that. And then I also got Firestone Walker Brewing Company Bretta Tangerine, Berliner Weisse style, fermented with tangerines, and I am very excited to try both of these. My friend sent me the Belgian beers. There were a few barrel aged in oak beers in there that I really liked, plus these are both going to be sour, which I like. They're not super high ABV, and they also like I mean, I've been trying a lot of stuff. I've kind of gotten back into the rhythm of like trying a lot of beer, but these two I spent quite a bit more money on than I normally would for just a single bottle, so I'm really hoping that they don't suck. So thanks for watching this video. I know that it may or may not have been what you expected it to be. I'll be back next week with a normal start to finish video, hopefully. Fingers crossed, no promises. All right, bye.